Hello and welcome to another vlog. If you like our videos, please subscribe, and if you like what we do, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like and share. So today,
what are we doing?
We are doing Greggs.
Greggs, the great Greggs.
Right, and I got quite a bit, and it cost just over £15. Now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 baked goods, and when I say baked goods, I mean from their hot counter. All their sort of like sausage rolls, and I got you some vegetarian things. I got a veggie steak bake and a vegan sausage roll and all of that type of stuff, and it came to just over £15. So we're already winning just on value.
They're so good. As you know, Greggs on every high street corner, but I've not been into one for a while. A long time, I've got to say, especially for as being locked down and what have you. So, and the smell, you can smell that pastry,
that crumbly pastry. Now, I did get a cheese and onion one as well, but I don't know which one it is, so we're going to have to go through, because the cheese and onion one's going to be for Mark, but of course I can eat any one of them. So, but I, as you know, prefer the meat. The meat. So when I even got you a Margherita pizza.
Oh wow!
So we can be on that theme of trying.
Yeah, trying to think, because Kelly went out actually to get these, so I've no idea what's in here.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit lucky actually, because Kelly's gone to get them. Right, what are we going to do?
So what shall we try first? Shall we try the sausage roll first?
Okay. Right,
so you've got a vegan sausage roll, and it's going to be long.
Right, so yes, I do.
And that's my sausage roll. So you can tell the difference in appearance.
Yeah, mine's a lot more anemic, as you can see there.
I don't think it's down to bakery, but also down to the sort of pattern. Because they're two different patterns as well.
God, look, yours is really golden.
Yeah.
But actually, in fact, this does smell nice, I've got to say. Right.
Right, here we go.
Let's go. Do you know what? I watched an episode of GMTV where Piers Morgan took a bite in that and he spat it out. I disagree, that's nice. It does, from memory, I've not had sausage in about 20 years, but that does taste like sausage. How good?
It's really good. The sausage meat for me is just a little bit mushy. But me personally, I would just like it a little bit more firmer.
Check that out. So in my one, the pastry is flaky. There's not a lot of pastry to that, but it's alright, isn't it?
It's really nice.
Yeah, that's alright actually. So as a vegan or vegetarian, definitely go for one of them.
If I was to pick that up,
would you tell the difference? Have I blindfolded you?
No, I don't think I could.
No, like I said, I've not had sausage for years and years, but
that's only because this is quite mushy, and in turn that is quite mushy as well. But it's really flavourful. The herbs in it are really nice.
And as you can see, this is the last bit. For me, big up Greggs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10. And as you can see, I've got pastry flakes in my water.
No, take a sip of water as well.
So what about for yours?
I would definitely eat it again, especially if I was in a pinch. I'd give it like between a 5 and a 6.
Do you know what though? It's because it's real convenient food. I mean, that's enough for me. That was a good little snack, easy to get and cheap.
And it's 2 for £1.20. So Greggs are really good for that. Because it was £1, and then if you want 2, it's £1.20.
You can't go wrong with that. That's
you can't. The bargain, the deals are really good.
Right, what are we doing next?
I think steak bake.
So what have I got?
You've got a vegan steak bake.
Now, the common theme here seems to be yours is golden brown, mine looks anemic, but
Yeah.
actual fact, the last one didn't taste that bad. So
Yeah.
let's go.
I really like this.
Really?
Mm.
This is alright, actually. Now, I would never in a million years guess that that's vegetarian, because if you look there, I can get it to focus. It looks like it's actually steak in there. You can't really focus that well.
Focus.
But
Oh yeah, it does.
it looks like steak for a second, and I thought, is that right? But yeah, take a bite, because you can do the good thing is for Kelly, she can obviously do the two comparisons. But there's a lot of gravy in there, and there is some form of. I'm still thinking, is that vegetarian?
No, it is vegetarian, definitely, 100%.
That's there you go. See, it's difficult to tell.
It's good. It's flavourful. It's not something I would get, but if I was in a pinch, I would get it.
I've got to say, like I said, for the only thing that always lets them both down is that pastry. It doesn't look as flaky as the meaty one.
Mm.
But in terms of flavour, there's a lot of flavour in that. And it's, for me, the fact that I've had to check twice to see if these are vegetarian shows to me that it's difficult to tell the two.
But there's no gristle in there.
No, not at all.
I mean, for £1, whatever it is, it's not going to be the best cuts of steak in here. So you will get gristle and things like that. You're not going to get that in a vegan.
I mean, that's such good value. I've got to say, for a cheap snack, definitely. I'm going to give that 7 out of 10. I would definitely have that again. The only thing is, that was slightly colder. So if that was hot, it needs to be hot for that flavour.
Yeah.
What would you give yours?
I'd give mine a 7.
There we are.
I would definitely eat that if I was walking along the street or whatever and I was hungry. I would definitely get that. I would definitely get that. And I think to get all of these items for just over £15,
Yeah, exactly.
your lunch is sorted, you know?
Do you know what? With all that, if you went to a restaurant, you'd struggle to get a main for that. So that is that's really good value.
Yeah.
All right then. What we got next?
Pizza.
Pizza it is. Look at this. Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh. Now, this is not vegan, obviously, because it's got cheese on it, but it is vegetarian because there's no meat on it. So you can see with mine, lovely little pillow of cheese on some tomato. And then Kelly's exactly the same, but with the pepperoni. And that's actually generous pepperoni as well,
Yeah.
actually.
And I'm going to say mine looks more enticing than yours.
Well, that's because you like the pepperoni.
Yeah.
So we go.
Yeah.
Pizza. You know what? That tastes like a homemade pizza. When I was a kid, you go around somebody's mum's, one of your friends' houses, and somebody's mum will bake you that one. It's got very bready dough. And also as well, like I said, it does taste like even though it probably isn't, a homemade marinara sauce. But the cheese is nice. Doesn't taste like cheap processed cheese.
It's a stronger tasting cheese than normal pizza, I think.
Definitely, if I was to compare that to something like Pizza Hut, Pizza Express, I would actually, for the cost efficiency as well, I would go with this. If you were getting Margherita. Obviously, this is the equivalent of a slice, but how much was this? Can you remember?
I just went up to the counter and I said, I'll have that. And she was bringing it to the till, and I said, oh no, I haven't finished yet. Can I have this, and this? I think she thought I was mad.
I was going to say, you could buy several of these to substitute a pizza. I think that's the point I was going to go and see if it was...
I don't think it's more than about a couple of quid. A couple of pounds. But also, I feel it's quite large. Don't you think? I thought it was quite large.
You can see how thick that slice is. That's not a thin slice of pizza. Alright, it's very bready based. But if you like thick pizza slices, this is definitely for you.
But also, if you're going to have lunch, you'd have a sandwich, a drink, and probably a packet of crisps or something like that. But you could have something like this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And if you've got a big appetite, you'd have 2 of these.
You've just watched me jam 2 rolls. You're going to watch me jam this.
I've got to say though, that is tasty.
Okay. What are you going to score it?
I'd give that a solid 8.
Oh, really? That's a good pizza, actually. For the value, cost effectiveness.
Yeah.
Very good. Look at that. Thank you, Greg. Cool. So we've gone for another cheese now. Which one are you having?
I will have... Do you know what? I'll have the cheese and bacon.
Ah, cheese and bacon.
So, that's the cheese and onion. This is the cheese and bacon. But just break that open just in case.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look. Yeah, that's definitely. So you look at this, actually, this is the first one I've had that's got a golden top. Right. Cheesy mash in a pastry case.
Yeah? Is it good?
Yeah. Carb central, but that is really good. Personal thing, I would probably add a bit more salt and pepper to that, but that's just my preference. But that's real comfort food in a blanket of pastry.
Is that the sort of thing that you might have had when you were growing up?
Not made for me, no. Maybe bought. The thing is, I'd have probably gone for something more like a Cornish pasty.
Yeah. Now, for me, this is quite salty.
Oh, yeah?
It's okay. But I wouldn't get this again.
No?
No.
Do you want to
It's not bad. Oh, I don't know about this cheese.
No, just try a little bit. No, the cheese is not strong.
No.
No? I can see that not being for every... The texture, if you don't like the texture of mashed potato, you probably won't like this. It's very, very creamy. Not runny, but it's very creamy. So you can feel that creaminess in your mouth, but...
It's not the mashed potato part, it's the taste.
Oh, no, I like that.
I don't like it. No. But I find with this, I've got little crumbs all over me here. With this is very salty.
Done.
So what would you give that?
It's not as good as the others. So I would give that 6 out of 10.
Right. I would give this a 3.
Oh, wow.
It isn't something I would get again. This is the bacon and cheese.
What's the bacon like? It looks quite...
It's very salty.
Ah, okay.
It's very, very salty. I don't mind that it... I don't like my bacon over salted anyway. I find that this is over salted. But I think you need it because it's quite plain. And the cheese is quite plain. But I'm not really a lover. I do like pizza, but I'm not a lover of cheese. Especially if it's like very strong cheese and things like that. So I can be a bit funny when it comes to cheese. I love cheese. I just can sometimes be a bit funny around it. Like I like creamy cheese is like a la roulette or something like that, or...
I see. I don't know. I quite like that. You got to bear in mind cost efficiency, so that it's not going to be the world's top cheese.
No,
that. But I think
definitely
for the price,
yes,
of what you get, definitely. I've not
100%.
I've been very, as you can see, I've actually jammed all of that food. I've not left any of it.
No.
All I've got is empty bags, and that shows you how much I rate that. Okay, so this one's purely on Kelly now. This one is the
sausage bean. This is the sausage, bean and cheese melt.
Right, let's hear that crunch.
Okay.
Now, when I say sausage and bean, I always think of those little tins you get, you know, with beans and sausages in them. Has it got cheese in as well, did you say? Right, so yeah. A little can of beans and sausage, melt in some cheese. There you go, look. Do you know what I like about these as well? It's just that size is just easy to eat, easy to handle. It doesn't ooze out when you're eating it. They're easy to eat. The only bit that there's is that crumble, but I love all that flaky pastry as it drips down.
If the pastry's not flaky, it's not right.
It looks nice.
It's okay. This is my nephew Janai's favourite thing. Sausage, bean and cheese. But for me, it's only okay. It doesn't taste overly beany. It's like, it's baked beans.
Okay.
So, it doesn't taste like baked beans, like overly saucy and stuff like that. And I love baked beans and sausages. So...
I used to love that as a kid. Mashed potato, baked beans. I don't know why, but I love that combo.
Really? Mashed potato?
Yeah, and then I have great cheese on top of that. That is nice.
Look at you, you got all your...
Have I? There you go. See, sorry, that's the sign I enjoyed the food.
Exactly.
Go on,
This
so
is okay.
What are you going to give it?
It's not horrible to eat. I'd eat it again. But I would rather... I would choose something else over this if there was something else other than if I had to choose between these two, I'd go for this 100%. But if I had to choose between, let's say, the steak bake and this, it'd be the steak bake all day. I think at the moment what's winning for me is the pepperoni pizza and the steak bake.
Pepperoni and the steak bake. What was I going to say? Yeah, apologies, our washing machine's decided to go on to spin for this, but for me, now that's, first of all, before I say anything, as a sign that I liked it, look, I normally have stuff left over. I have nothing left over but empty paper bags, so that shows you in itself. If I was going to go for that, I would go as a toss-up between the vegan sausage roll and the vegan bake. And I would probably go for the vegan bake for all the ones I've tried.
Oh, really?
Maybe, but the pizza, I didn't think of the pizza.
Yeah. I've got one more thing to try though.
Oh, have you? Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't realise you had something else.
I've got one more thing, which is the chicken.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the chicken bake.
Yeah. So this is the chicken version of the steak bake. I'm sure they have done chicken and bacon in the past, but I'm sure I only saw that it said chicken.
If they have, put it in the comments. While Kelly's about to munch on that, what I like about these is they all look the same from the outside. You can't tell.
Good. Now, it tastes like a store-bought tin of like chicken sauce that you'd put in a pie.
Oh, okay, right, it's a ready-made chicken sauce.
That's what it tastes like. So...
Chicken in a jar.
Chicken in a tin. It's nice. But I wouldn't get it again.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
See, now I thought that would have almost like a chicken pie flavour. So you'd have your chicken and your cream and stuff like that. But the thing is what I was just thinking, you could make these yourself, obviously, with that type of thing. But for that price, why would you make it yourself? It's just so much easier to go to Greggs and get it.
No, it's not something that I'd get again. I think so out of the ones that I would get again, I'd definitely get the pizza again.
Yeah.
I'd get the steak bake again.
Yeah.
And from time to time, not very often, I'd get the sausage roll.
Me, I would get all of that again. The bits I probably, if I had to go for which I would prefer, I would probably do the vegan steak bake.
Right.
Then probably the pizza, then the sausage roll, just on reflection, and then work it down that way. The cheese and onion one, I agree with you. It's a nice flavour, but it's an unusual flavour.
Yeah.
And it's an unusual texture. It's a very unusual texture I'm sitting there thinking, what?
The texture didn't bother me so much. It was the flavour that bothered me. I didn't like the actual flavour of it.
It's quite curdy, isn't it, that cheese?
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is.
I think it curdles in with the potato. I agree with you. So I was going to say,
no, go on.
I was going to say, I think with that as well, if a choice of those ones as well, that would be down the bottom of my list, and I agree with you in that way.
I mean, I like Greggs, who doesn't? But I think we should do one on pastries next time.
Okay. Well, there we have it. We will do one. We will definitely do another one on pastries.
But how? There's an independent bakery, and I got you a mushroom sausage roll. Well, it wasn't sausage roll, but it's it was a mushroom in the shape of a sausage roll.
Oh yeah, I remember. Before you even ask, Greggs.
Really?
Yeah. I was going to
wow.
There's probably better ingredients in the other one.
Yeah.
But there was something about that flavour. I've got to say, I can now see why there's a Greggs on every high street.
Yeah.
Not obviously in central London, but further outside as well.
You'd be surprised, there's Greggs in central London now.
Really?
When I was growing up, you only had Greggs in the suburbs, and you only had a Co-op in the suburbs. Now, you have Co-op in central London, and you have Greggs in central. So it just shows you how far they've come, in at least the last decade or so.
There we are. We had it. I hope you enjoyed that review. I hope you will get to go out and sample some Greggs. We definitely recommend you giving it a try. Or just reliving your experience if you've had it before. As always, please like, share and subscribe to this video. It really helps us make more. We will definitely be doing some more food reviews up and coming, so please keep an eye out for those. As always, look after yourself, take care, and you are never too old to have fun. See you in the next one.
Bye for now.